Hey, what's up guys? Danny Lighting here. How you guys doing today? Hopefully everybody is doing amazing. Thank you for coming out to my crazy stream. All right. I guess that video has audio. I didn't realize that. It never used to work. They must have updated something because now we got audio. Cool. But yeah, I guess they fixed something. Tango, what's going on? Colburn, how you doing? Yuri, what's up? Kush, how's your day? Joe Mojo Joe, what's going on? Abdullah, hello. Aston, nice to see ya. Really nice to see you guys. Thanks for coming out. Hold on a second. Let me get this thing here. So if you guys got game questions, right, feel free to ask. I'm here to try and answer your guys' crazy questions. Whatever they may be, that's what we're here to do. It's user, what's going on? TRJL, how you doing today? All right, so yes, I saw somebody saying something about their links. Yes, the links is going to be getting nerfed. I'm not really sure how it's going to do after the nerf, but I have a feeling it might not be as good as it is now. It might be a lot worse than it is right now. Joe Mojo, I'm doing pretty good, buddy. Thank you. I hope you guys are all amazing. What's up, Red October? Red wants to know if I'm quitting War Robots. That's top secret information. Top secret information. I can't tell you all about that. Because, yeah, that is top secret. So, it is, yeah, stuff and things. But, I don't know who all is quitting or who's not, but... TR says, don't quit because there will be nobody left. I think there's still a couple people left, isn't there? Pretty sure there's a few of us. I don't know who all is quitting or who's not quitting, but I still really enjoy playing this game. I really do wish they would make some changes and do some things differently, but I still really like the game a lot. I think this game is awesome, but, you know, that's just me. Tangrio says, I stopped for a while and then I started again and got lots of rewards. Cool, cool. All right, so TR says, Manny, Adrian, Predator, and AD Gaming are all quitting. Are you sure they're all quitting? An employee of the company? I don't know about that one, Colburn. I wish I was an employee, man. It'd be nice if they paid me, but... Dear War Robots, send me a bunch of money, all right? That would be nice. Oops. There we go. I don't know, guys. I don't plan on quitting anytime soon. That is not my plans. But, I mean, there's definitely a lot of things that most of us would like to see changed on the game. Maybe things will change. I don't know. Everybody may not love the way things are right now, but you just don't know what's going to happen in the future, right? Oh, the best pilot for Fafnir. Honestly, Fafnir's not a great robot at the moment. I guess if I were going to run a pilot for Fafnir, I would probably choose the one with the shield breaker because you've got all those Ophian robots that are all over the place now. So it would be really nice to be able to take those guys out and kick their butts, right? Kaiser Slav says War Robots is getting outrageous with the pay to win. Yeah, I mean, it's not cheap, right? But if you look in the daily deals, you can find some really good deals on some of this stuff. Am I ever going to rate people's hangars? Well, there's one problem with that. Number one, I can only see Android players' hangars. I can't see iOS or Steam or any of those other things, so it wouldn't really be fair to everybody to just go on and only rate the Android players' hangars, for one. That would be kind of crappy for a lot of people, I think, and there's a lot of players who have really lousy hangars, and it sucks. It sucks being like, oh, you need to change out everything. But there's a lot of people who need to change almost the entire hangar out. But I mean, the main thing you want to do is try to figure out what's going to perform well once you get into the higher leagues and build that stuff, right? If it's not going to do well in Champion League, you might not want to play it. You might want to ditch it and get something else or stop putting resources into it. But, you know, ask around, find Champion League players, ask some of the YouTubers. Like, if you leave a comment on a video, I always try to answer you guys, but so you need to find robots and weapons that work well in the higher leagues, because eventually you're going to get up there, even if you're not now. You don't want to put a bunch of resources into something that's not going to do well, because, well, what's the point if you're just going to have to throw it away later anyways, right? Starter robots, get it up to maybe level 6 or level 8 and then stop. And then work on getting other things to replace it. Tangrio says, anyone know what's Champion League? I have a good robots, but I'm basically a noob. What do you mean by anybody know what's Champion League, bud? Yuri says, I count in War Robots. Oh, man. Everybody's going to hate you now, Yuri. All the other viewers are probably going to be mad at you if they find out you're cheating. That's not something I would announce if you do it, because, man, people will be mad at you. Awesome. What's up, my man? How's your day going? Nice to see ya. Hope all is going well. What you been up to? But one problem with cheating in the game is it ruins the experience for other players, right? One reason a lot of players have left the game and quit is because they're tired of the cheaters. So if you're cheating, you're kind of contributing to the game losing players. Between the cheaters and them not liking what Pixonic's doing, I mean, all those things all play a factor into players leaving or staying. Oh, stop by the RH chat sometime, bud. I think you got access to our RH, don't you? Pretty sure you used to come in there, so usually every night later in the evening there's usually a whole bunch of people on. So If you ever feel like stopping by, feel free. If you see us in there, you're always welcome to stop in. Its user says Luchador best with platinum. What do you mean? The best one you can buy with platinum, or? What's the best Titan you can get with platinum? See, this is the thing with the Titans. They're kind of going to be personal preference. I mean, there's a lot of really good Titans. Luchador is good. Minos is really good. Nodens is really good. There's a lot of good Titans in there. Which one fits your playing style? I don't know. I mean, Indra's awesome. I think you can buy the Indra with platinum right now. I would have to log on to double check, but I'm not really sure if there's a best Titan, because there's certain Titans, like some people love the Sharinga. I hate it. Sharinga does not work for me, but there are a few players out there that play a Sharinga and they just dominate with it. Osum says Lucha and Indra are the best. They're definitely good ones. Now Heimdall is about to get a buff. I'm interested to see what the Heimdall looks like after the buff. I've got a feeling it's going to be pretty darn good, but I could be wrong. Coburn says Sharinga is a glass cannon. Yeah, one thing I noticed, if you drop a Sharinga and you happen to have somebody to heal you, you can keep that Sharinga. At least you used to be able to. I haven't tried it lately. But I remember back in the day, I would drop my Sharinga and two of my teammates would drop Nodens, and they would both focus on healing me. And I would just run around and wreck everybody. But if I don't have that, no, it doesn't do well. Anime, what's going on? How you doing today? Hey, Mech, what's up, buddy? Nice to see ya. I'm doing good, man. I hope you're doing well as well. That sounds weird to say well as well, but, you know, it is what it is. Suspect says, I don't have Decay to put on Seraph. Any other weapon I can put on is for Seraph. Pretty much any... I mean, what do you have exactly, Suspect? What good weapons do you have? Because there's a lot that would work really well. Osum says, I remember we get so happy when we see Mama Nodens in the match. Mama Nodens. Yeah, you don't have too many people playing Nodens anymore. I still think it's a really good Titan, but yeah, you hardly ever see it anymore. It's a bummer. They're still good robots. I mean, maybe not like the world's best robot or anything, but I still really like the Nodens. Nightcrawler, what's going on? How you doing today? Abdul Rayman, what's going on? Nice to see ya. Its user says, I've killed 2 hackers and war robots flying a Skyros in a ball with 9 weapons. Wait a second. You saw a Skyros with 9 weapons on it? That would be crazy. Anime Clips, how you doing today? If I ever saw one of those, I would probably just leave the game. I would be like, you know, I'm out of here. 9 weapons. Andrew says, what happened to the videos for the 50 and 100 keys? I don't know, my friend. I don't really watch too many videos, but are they gone? Let me log on to my account. That would suck if they remove those. I probably should, but I don't pay much attention to the videos. The main thing I hate about videos is every single game you play wants you to watch videos. Let's just say you're playing 3 or 4 games. I mean, you could sit there for over an hour a day just watching videos. Redeemers are awesome, Suspect. Punchers are okay. Hells are not that great in my opinion. They run out of ammo too fast. Gals, don't really like them. If you're comfortable playing at close range, Redeemers are amazing. But that's the thing. You got to be comfortable playing at 350 or closer. If you are, definitely throw those on there. Yeah, it kind of sucks. You almost have to spend money now to get power cells and boosters. That's kind of a bummer, actually. I'm kind of hoping they reverse that. Open 10. Oh yeah, the videos are gone, aren't they? I wonder if that's a malfunction. Huh. Did they announce anything about this? Because, no, there's the videos. I got the videos still. I can still watch videos to open the small key chest. For the 10 keys. You can still open those. Tango wants to know, what is my opinion on skirmish or extermination? I mean, I don't really like them. Some skirmishes are really fun, but a lot of them aren't. Now, extermination, it takes a long time to get through, but you know, if they put enough resources and stuff in there to make it worth it, extermination is kind of fun occasionally, but not really my thing. I like the multiplayer stuff. I like the multiplayer stuff, you know what I mean? But everybody likes things, everybody likes different things. Tangro, have a great day. Hosam does not like Yuri at the moment, I would say. Well, Hosam, you know, maybe instead of asking him to leave and stuff, just maybe try to explain your opinion and explain why we don't like the hackers. Instead of kicking me out, maybe try that, right? Maybe you can talk to somebody about it and make them decide, hey, maybe I shouldn't do that, right? But Yuri, you know, it really does ruin the experience for other players. I mean, do you really want to do that? That's the question. Do you really want to take the fun away from other players or ruin the experience for other players? I mean, think about that. Do I still like War Robots? Yes. Yes, I do like War Robots. It's still a lot of fun. I don't like everything about it. I don't like some of the recent changes and stuff, but I do really enjoy playing the game. RG wants to know, what is the best Fenrir setup? Are you looking for like weapons, modules? I mean, I made a video about it not too long ago. I think I had a Redeemer and 2 Polishars on it, and that's still one of my favorite setups. I like that setup a lot. All right. So Yuri, you're saying you're hacking just to see if the account gets banned, right? You're trying to figure out to see if they're actually banning accounts. Is that why you're doing this? Is that what you're saying? Now, is your account being reported by people? Have you been reported a bunch of times? They do ban some people, yes. Why certain people get banned and other people don't, we haven't figured this one out. But there are some players that hack and never get banned. There's other ones that do. Sometimes we wonder if the players that spend a lot of money, they just brush that one off. I don't know. It's kind of a weird deal, actually. But I mean, if an account is hacking, they should be able to look into it. They should be able to look at the account and find out. It shouldn't be that hard, I don't think. So the thing is, I know Pixonic was working on an anti-cheat system, but unfortunately, I'm not really sure that they ever got it to work. Because I think if it worked, we would have seen it by now, right? What weapon should you put on your nether? Well, the harpoon weapons are really good. The radiation weapons are really good. The new grenade launchers are very good. I like those a lot. What else is good on nether right now? Magnetars are great on there. Trying to think, what else would I run on mine? If you're comfortable playing up really, really close, the sonic weapons are pretty good for just run in and do a quick hit and leave. And the blast effect shotguns are pretty nice as well. So I think some of the cheaters do spend a lot of money. I think they spend a bunch of money to get the stuff. They cheat because I don't know why they cheat. But yeah, cheating, I don't understand it. I mean, is this like I need to feel like I'm better than everybody else? I need to feel like a good player? Is it like I really suck, so I have to cheat so I don't get my butt kicked all the time? Like, I don't really understand why people cheat on this game. Suspect, does the Smootah still perform well? Like, it's not bad. You know, the Smootahs are pretty interesting. They're kind of hard to use because they don't bend now until you're past 200 meters. But yeah, I would say they still perform pretty good on the right robot. They're definitely not my favorite weapons, but I would have no problem putting those on a robot and running it. Yeah, I don't know why we don't have a good anti-cheat for this game. Colburn says something about suspect. Nightcrawler thinks 60% of the Champion League players run cheats. I don't know about 60% of the Champion players, but a while back, one of those guys came into the live chat, right? One of those YouTubers that was selling hacks. He came into the live chat and he did say, this was months ago, and we actually talked to him to try and get some information. Well, over 60% of the players from the top clans were running the hacks, he says. Is that true? I don't know. I hope not. Quan wants to know what's the difference between white and yellow color titles. I don't know, man. The titles, so far, they don't seem to really do anything. Now, supposedly, some of the titles are supposed to give you, like, resource boosts, but I don't know which ones. Have I ever paid? Yeah, I've bought a few things in this game. I mean, I would say, I think the most I've, you know, I mean, I might have spent like $100 over 1 year's period of time or something, but I might drop 10 or 15 or $20 every once in a while. I mean, there was a time where they were giving all these really good gold deals where it was like 60,000 gold for like $6 or $7. I bought a bunch of those. Yeah, I mean, I buy things occasionally if it's a really good deal. All right. Tango wants to know, what level should my bots be at? Well, that really depends. I mean, I don't know I don't know exactly, because if you're in Champion League, you want to have at least like high level Mark II robots and weapons. Masters, you probably at least want to be getting into like, you know, mid-level Mark II. Anything below that, I don't really know what it's like down there in the lower leagues currently. I mean, I hear there's a bunch of Mark II stuff in the lower leagues now. So it's hard to tell you guys in the lower leagues or, you know, mid leagues what level your stuff should be at, because I don't really know what it's like down there at the moment. It's been several years since I've been down there in those leagues. You know, I've been a champion for years, so I can tell you like what Champion League's like, but I can't tell you what Gold or Masters or Diamond or something's like, you know what I mean? Nightcrawler, no, I'm not saying $100 in 7 years, but I mean, there's some years where I've spent nothing. There's some years where I might have spent $100. So in the whole time I've been playing this game, I'm gonna guess maybe $300 to $400 over like a 7 or 8 year period. I can't afford to spend very much, honestly. YouTube doesn't pay very much, so. So I've been doing this War Robots YouTube channel for years. On average, it's been making $350 a month. And that's about it, right? That's not a lot. I got 2 YouTube channels that are monetized, and that's what I rely on for my income right now. And neither one pays as much as people probably think they do. So you gotta be like now Manny probably got a pretty nice amount of money, because Predator probably makes a nice amount of money. Those guys drop a video and they're getting 20,000 views. They're probably doing pretty good. But I drop a video, it gets, you know, 1,000 views, 1,500 views. YouTube's not paying me a huge amount for that. So I can't afford to spend a whole lot of money on these games. War Robots in Espanol? No, I did not see the new changes for creators. Where did they announce that? I heard that was coming, but did they actually announce that? Hey Drowsy, what's up, buddy? How you doing today? Kwan says, I think one of the few times I paid for Warbots was the very first operations. That was worth it. Yeah, I mean, sometimes there's an operations pass that's worth it. Hosam says, I see 3 levels. One level is Mark 1 level 9 for expert. Below, man, that's hard to follow there. I'm dyslexic. I'm having a hard time following all those letters and numbers there, so I'm not going to read the rest of that. Too many letters and numbers in one sentence messes me up, so I can't read that. My brain's seeing everything backwards and upside down there. Robski, what's going on? Oh, you quit War Robots? Yeah, I mean, it is kind of a game where you got to spend a little bit of money these days. It's getting to the point where you're almost going to have to spend a little bit here and there. I mean, you could probably spend 10, 20, 30 bucks a month on this game and do pretty well, which isn't a huge amount of money, but it's still something, right? What's up, MM? But for example, we were looking at the Memoriam deals, and it looks like you can probably max out a pilot for somewhere between $15 and $30, depending on how good the deals are when you buy the stuff, which isn't too terribly bad, I guess. Hey, Joey, what's going on, buddy? Nice to see ya. Yuri says, I don't know if motherships can deal that much damage. I don't know. I mean, some motherships deal a lot of damage, actually. I would look at the damage rate. I would probably have to put like, I would say I would put all damage modules on it if you can, but now that I think about it, if you change modules on your mothership, you're going to lose your turret. So, I don't know. Drowsy says, is War Robots fun for you? Yes, I still find the game to be very fun. Its user would like to see the Evil Life Valley Bloom theme come back. I would like to see the Night Shenzhen come back as well. It would be nice if they had a little more variety on these maps. Kaiser, have a great day, buddy. Hopefully your dinner's good. It probably would be pretty hard to make 3 million damage using a mothership. I wonder how much DOT. One of those motherships has DOT on it. I wonder if that would add up. But yeah, 3 million just using a mothership? That would be rough, actually. How long do you have to do that? Hey, Lukey, how's it going? Its user says, what's the most mothership orbital strike you've used in one match? I don't know. I don't count. I couldn't tell you. All I know is when it's ready, I hit the button. There's not a good way to keep track of that, so I have no idea. Joey says the roulette's the one with the DOT. Yeah, I think you're right about that one. Let's go look at some mothership stuff really quick. Let's check this out, right? Let's see how much damage these actually do. So the brand new keel, not actually maxed out yet, can do a total of 50,000 damage. But it does extra damage to Titans as well. If you check out the roulette, okay, that's got DOT on it, but that doesn't look like much of a damage dealer right there, except for the DOT. So a 750 times 7.4 seconds. I don't know how to do the math for that really quickly. The Paladin. It doesn't say anything about the damage that it can do, right? Now, I wonder if repairing durability from a mothership counts as damage, because that repairs 125,000 durability. The Thor only does 14,000 damage. The Frozen Scorn does 7,000 a second for 9 seconds. Yeah, I think it's gonna be very hard to get that much damage out of a mothership. I mean, that's gonna take a long time when you're looking at these things like this. This does 11,000. That's not much. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Trying to get that out of a mothership is gonna be rough, I would say. I do see that I have a wrong mothership installed, so I guess it's good I looked at that. I don't know. But no, I mean, that's pretty crazy trying to get 3 million damage from a mothership. What winners you talking about there for the giveaway? I mean, normally I announce those. I try to remember to announce those on Thursdays for the small giveaways. Are you talking about the one I posted on Sunday? Its user says my Thor does 2 damage to robots. But yeah, I think you gotta take the mothership's damage plus whatever turrets you have installed on it. So I don't exactly know what's the best way to add that kind of thing up. I'm not very good with math at all. Like, I completely suck at math. Fire Snipes wants to know, do you think the game will take a turn for the better in the near future? I have no way of knowing, honestly. I mean, we all hope they decide to do a few things differently. Unfortunately, that's about the only thing I can really say is most of us would like to see a few changes, and are they actually going to do those things? I have no idea, but I definitely hope so. I definitely hope so. I mean, there's a chance they might be like, hey, the stuff we're doing now, you know, it didn't work out the way we think. Maybe let's change some stuff in the other direction. So that's what I'm hoping happens is that. I don't know if it will or not, but that's what I'm hoping for. Drowsy says, what if War Robots made first-person mode? I don't know. I mean, I kind of like being the third person type of thing, but I think first person would be boring. That's just me. Maybe it'd be cool. I don't know. It's hard to know if you don't get to try it. But I like the way it is myself. But yeah, that's one of the things I actually like about War Robots. I think it's really cool how they currently have the game set up. I like the physics. I like the way the robots move. I like the way they drive. Like, it just feels right to me. But some games, the robots just feel wonky and weird. But on War Robots, everything feels normal. So I don't know, I kind of hope they leave things the way they are. Its user says War Robots VR is hard to play sometimes. I've never seen a War Robots VR, but that would probably be pretty cool. I know they said they were going to work on making that, but as far as I know, that never came out, did it? RG1509, how you doing? He says, is it worth paying $3.70 for Phantom Mark II with Mark II cryos? Well, I think the cryo and rhymes are getting buffed, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know what they're going to be like after the buff. Currently, I don't really love them, but they might actually be pretty good if they buff them. Phantom is a very fun little robot, but I would say he's decent at best. Like, I played Phantom for several days, and I had a lot of very average games with him, right? I didn't have any, like, really amazing games with him. He's still very playable, and he's still very fun. But I think he's a very good robot to play overall. I mean, if it's only $3 and some cents for Mark II stuff, I mean, that's really not too bad. I mean, that's kind of worth it. I would say, yeah, that might actually be worth it. I mean, you can play the Phantom in Champion League right now. It's not one of the better robots, but it's playable. Tango wants to know, what's the best beacon holder? Oh, definitely the Skyros. If you get the Skyros and the Theseus pilot, the only thing that can take you down fast is a Reaper Crisis. Joey, I don't know what you just said there, but yeah, I don't know what kind of weird stuff you're into, buddy, but it's okay. He says they're kicking names and taking asses. All right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, boy. It's user. Yeah, I really do like that Hades build. It's a lot of fun. It's a very good build right now. Yuri, you like the Paladin? Northlight or Paladin? Yeah, I think the Paladin's better, especially if you can get 2 of those durability extenders on there. You can really heal yourself up big time. Ah, that's from Guardians of the Galaxy. Didn't they come out with the 3rd one? Is that out yet? I need to see that. I love the Guardian of the Galaxy movies, but I don't remember that line. It's user? What do you mean promo codes, buddy? He says there's one for gift cards. I've never seen any promo codes, actually. Nightcrawler, why are you thanking me? I'm not sure why you're saying thank you. Oh, about the ships. Gotcha. Never mind. I think I read the comment but didn't read who wrote it. Now I see. Tango, I don't know if it's out, buddy. I know they're either making it or they've already made it, but I don't know if it's out yet. Joey, what's bad? The new Guardian of the Galaxy? The first 2 were excellent. Some of the best movies I've ever seen. If the 3rd one sucks, I'm going to be really upset. I haven't seen the newest Thor movie yet either. Uh-oh. I would really like to see the new Thor. That would be sweet. Alright, so Fire says Guardian 3 is out and he says it's amazing. Tango says the 3rd one is sad. Uh-oh. It's so weird. Yuri says spoiler. Don't spoil anything, please. Alright, so... I don't know. SMEX Smexy? Smexy War Robots. Alright, so the ultimate Corona is basically just like a real Corona, but it's probably going to do way more damage. The ultimate Invader is definitely going to be worth getting if you can get it. I mean, even the regular Invader is really good at the moment, so... I don't really like Coronas. I haven't got to play the ultimate Corona yet, but I don't like the regular Coronas. I would assume the ultimate Coronas are probably going to be very high damage dealing thingy dingies, so they're probably going to be really good. At least I would imagine they're going to be really good. Joey says the movie's terrible. Interesting. I guess, you know, people have different opinions on different things, but that's sad. I still gotta see it eventually. Hopefully I don't think it's bad. I'll be really upset if it's bad. Smexy says, what's better? What's better as far as what, my friend? I mean, the ultimate editions are always going to be better than the regular editions. If that's what you're asking. Hey, Cast Iron, what's up, my man? How you been doing? It's been a little while. Everything going good? Now, its user says he thinks the ultimate Corona does the same damage as the Yandy Corona. You know what? Let me change over to my Batarek account and take a look at this really quick. Let me see if they've sent any of those weapons to me yet. We gotta check this out. I'm gonna log on to the account that Pixonic owns and take a look at these weapons. So hold on one second. I need a drink of water really fast. I'm gonna grab a drink of water. And then we're going to try and see if we can find these weapons, compare them, and see what the damage difference is. I don't know if they sent them or not, but we're going to go look. Alright, so let's see what we can figure out here, guys. So please don't ask questions for a minute because we're going to be looking at this thing. I am waiting for this dumb thing to log in. I'm having a little bit of an issue. What is this doing? Come on! I think the game froze. Hold on, I gotta reload it. The game freaking froze. War Robots. Log on, War Robots. Please. Please log on. Stop giving me a hard time, War Robots. Oh, now we have all this. Sorry about all the noise, guys. Ching, 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 95 times. Ching, 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 ching. This is terrible. How many are there? For crap's sake, there's like 5,000 billion bazillion things to get rid of. Holy crap! That's awful. I think my mouse is going to break by the time I get through all that stuff, right? So let's see if they've sent over the Ultimate Invader yet. I need to sell all this stuff. So there's no Ultimate Invader. Let's see if they sent these Coronas. Do we have these special edition Coronas? I'm guessing maybe not. They might not have sent them over yet. No! I'm gonna have to bug them about that. Be like, hey, where's our special edition stuff? Coronas are medium, right? Pretty sure, yeah. Coronas are medium. Don't have them, so unfortunately, I can't actually compare. So I've got regular Coronas. Do I have the Yan D Coronas? I guess not. Huh. Nope, do not. Alright guys, so I guess we can't compare those. I'm sorry, I was hoping we'd have it on there, but I'll have to ask them to send that stuff over. No, if all of your robots die and you leave the game, that's fine. If you leave before all your robots are dead, you get penalized, but a little thing will come up to prompt you to leave the game after all of your robots die, and as long as you leave the game using that, you're fine. I don't know, I thought they told us they were going to sell. I mean, not sell, send us the stuff. You know what? Let's do a couple ultimate lucks and open some and see how it goes, right? That might be kind of fun. Alright guys, let's open the ultimate lucks. What is the best robot for damage? Oh man, Behemoth probably has the most damage capabilities. I mean, 4 heavy weapons is brutal. That probably can do more damage than any other robot in the game, I would say. So yeah, if you want crazy damage, I guess the Behemoth would probably be your best bet. Do you get movies by Torrents in America? I don't know what that is, Andrew, so I'm guessing probably not. What is Torrents, buddy? Tango says, how do you do ultimate luck? You just click on it and then you have to spend all of your upgrade tokens, right? You have to have those Dorito chips or upgrade tokens in order to do a spin. Your turn. What's going on? How are you doing today? But this account is owned by the game, so we've got all kinds of extra resources and stuff on this account. But you have to actually hit the win thing to even figure out what's inside of this. That's the worst thing, is they don't tell you what's in there, right? Oh, we still haven't got it. Now, the first time I did this, back when the Ultimate Spectre first came out, I think it was 10,000 gold per spin, and it was over 1 million. It was actually over 1 million of these things, which was crazy. Your turn. The game is definitely becoming a little bit more expensive, I would say. Most of us... There we go. So what all is in here? Check this out. So yeah, it's Orkins and the Spectre, guys. There's no... That's not how you get the Yandy Coronas. That's a lot of... You're going to end up spending a lot of upgrade tokens to get a couple of things here. So yeah, that's kind of crazy how they have it set up. That's all I'm going to say. It's user. Do you really want to Shoots, buddy? Shoots is one of the worst robots in the game. I mean, it's just going to get its butt kicked, so... What's the best drone for Seraph? I would probably go with either a Beak, a Deltaki, or a Kestrel drone, I think. I'm not really sure there's a best. I mean, it does depend on your playing style, if you're playing it at close range, long range, but those would be 3 of my choices. What's up, John Doe? Hey, yeah, I've done the Halo Glory on Angler. It's pretty freaking devastating. Those shotguns, just mainly the Glory. The Glory is nasty, guys. Hey, Burso, what's going on, my friend? Nice to see you as always. Nightcrawler likes running Cossack. I bet if you run Cossack, 50,000 people will start reporting you. So John says Reviver is good. I think Reviver is great on robots that die really, really, really fast. The main problem with Reviver is if you've got a bunch of gray bar, you're not going to be able to heal much sometimes. So you got to be careful with the Reviver just for that reason. On something really squishy like an Ares, I think Reviver is very good. But I think it only fits on certain robots myself. MB, what are you looking for a video about, my friend? The Angler? I don't know if I ever made one with that setup or not. The Angler is one of my least favorite robots because I felt like it was a mainly zero skill robot. Joey says, why is that robot in the Dorito gamble? Now that I can't answer. I can't tell you why they decide to do the things they do or who decides it. I have no idea. Tango wants to know what's the best robot for health. I mean, if you want to be as hard to kill as possible, you get a Skyrose. You put the Theseus pilot on it. You put like a repair amplifier and 2 of the immune amplifiers on it. And then add all the pilot skills for durability. And stay in the ball. As long as you don't get shot by a Reaper with Crisis, you'll live for a really long time. MB says it takes skill to use now since the nerf. Way harder to use than a Lynx. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Okay. I hear something weird. Is that the game sounds lightly playing in the background I'm hearing? I always monitor the stream and try to listen to it because I like to be able to hear if anything weird's happening. I either hear static or gameplay sounds. Hold on. Let me turn the gameplay sound up a little bit. Oh yeah, that's the gameplay sounds. Yeah, that's gameplay. What do I think about the new currency for upgrading pilots? Honestly, I don't really mind that they added a new currency, but the thing is, you're pretty much going to have to buy it with real money, I think. That's the problem there, is you're probably going to have to buy it with real money. And not everybody has real money to spend, so that's going to make the game a little bit harder for people. But the good news is, if you look at the daily deals and you do have a little bit of money to spend, you can get it for a pretty good price on some days. So if you wait till the really good deals show up, then you're okay. But if you're buying it at the full price or on a crappy deal, you're going to spend a lot to get that stuff. But personally, I kind of feel like I wish they would have just left it the way it was. It would have been better just leaving it with gold, I think. Lukey, have a great day. Catch you later. I don't know, most people like to stay in the ball on the Skyros to be as durable as possible. I mean, the other pilot for the Skyros, the Robert guy, is okay, but I'm not interested in coming out of the ball and trying to fight with him because he dies really easy. MB says every decision they make has been not needed and makes things more complicated. Yeah, the more things they add to the game, it definitely does make it more complicated. I don't feel that the game is complicated, but then again, I've been playing it for so long, I understand how everything works. Now, maybe for like a new player coming in, they're going to be like, oh my god, what is all this stuff? Alright, so Tango says, what's the easiest way to get gold? I would say, you know, I haven't paid attention. Are they still giving away gold on battle rewards? If you're good at free-for-all, you can earn a lot of extra gold. If you go play the War Robots test server on the weekend and you record a video, just record 3 games and post it to YouTube. Give them, when you fill out the test server feedback form, give them a link to those videos you put on YouTube and they'll send you some gold every week, which is really cool. I think it's about 600 free gold per week. Or buy it in the daily deals when it's cheap. I guess those are the easiest ways to get it right there. But yeah, you can get a pretty nice amount just from the test server. Man, I don't know what I'm talking about today. Test server. Spit it out, Danny Lightning. Right? Spit it out, man. Just get it out there. Say it. I'm bumbling my words, guys. Sorry about that. Bumble. I don't know. I don't know. Don't mind me. H user, what do you mean by why do you need a website to update test server? I don't know what you mean about that. So I'm an Android player, and I just go to Google Play Store, and it updates the test server there. I don't have to do anything specific other than go to Google Play, and bam, updated for me. I don't know what you mean about a website, my friend. If I miss anybody's comments, I apologize. But, you know, another thing is for getting some of these resources and whatnot, there's always a bunch of videos you can watch every day for resources. So if you have the time, watch a bunch of videos. Not everybody has time to do that, but if you do, that's a great way to make some extra resources. Now, I watch a lot of videos on my CSR2 racing game because I have another YouTube channel for a game called CSR Racing. After you run out of gas, you can't race anymore unless you watch a bunch of ads. So I bet I spend about at least 30 minutes a day watching ads on that game. So I don't really care to come over here and watch ads as well. So yeah, I don't like ads. I mean, in a way, it's kind of a must. We got to watch them, unfortunately, but some of us, you know, if you don't have a bunch of stuff already saved up, it's a good way to get some extra ads or extra resources and whatnot. But, I mean, it's really good to get the extra resources out of these things when you can. So, I mean, in some ways, it's probably going to be worth it, you know? But it takes a long time. If you're not spending money, it generally takes quite some time to get a whole bunch of resources and save everything up. So that's just something you got to think about. It's not really a game that's designed to be cheap. But if you can, sit there and watch a bunch of advertisements and get what you can get out of it. So I know it's boring, but it might be worth it in the long run. Yuri says you're supposed to get 360 keys each day, but now you only get 210. I don't know. Yeah, they may have changed. I don't know. I'm not sure how much you can get, actually. Yuri says they replaced the 100 keys for 10 memoriam. Your turn says he gets 510 coins each day. I wonder if different people get different amounts of stuff. That's interesting. That's interesting. I mean, that's making me wonder now. That's really making me wonder. But one thing I will say, though, is they're always changing stuff. This game never stays the same. Sometimes they change something like what ads you can watch to get this or that. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse, but Rodrigo Martins, what's going on, buddy? How's your day? I'm tired today. I don't have a lot of energy. I'm tired. I'm out of energy. I just want to go to sleep. I actually got to work on a video for CSR Racing after this. Tomorrow, I think tomorrow I'm going to put together a video of my favorite brawling bots that you can buy in the workshop. I'm probably going to play one beacon game and one free-for-all game. Yeah, I'm going to make a complete hangar of workshop bots with workshop weapons. And yeah, we're going to do one free-for-all, one beacon game. And I've been trying to, for several days, I've been recording a lot of free-for-alls. And the one problem I'm having is they're not doing bad in free-for-all, but the robots are slow. They're really good, they're very great, but they're slow. So a lot of the faster robots can escape right before you kill them, and then somebody else steals your kill because you're too slow to get some of these kills. So that's the only problem with free-for-all, but in beacon games, they're just ripping people up, so... It does very good in both, but they're a little slow for free-for-all. But they still perform great. I mean, I'm getting the same average amount of kills, the same average amount of damage on every free-for-all game. Now, if I take some faster robots into a free-for-all, I mean, it's pretty easy to get 10, 12, 15 kills out of it. That's no problem on faster robots. But, I mean, I don't know, you guys will see. This is these robots are very good and very fun, so... Even though they're a little bit slower, they're still awesome. Sunny says, why not use shotguns? For what, my friend? It's usually, yes, Skyros is very weak out of the ball. What's my opinion on Skyros? I like Skyros. I think it's great if you're using it for beacons. If you're using it to brawl or fight or something, not so much. But if your goal is to get as many beacons as possible or just sit on a beacon and be really hard to kill, Skyros is amazing for that. But I definitely don't like him as a brawler, I will say that much. He's not one of my favorite brawlers. I mean, some people want to brawl with it, but I don't think that's what that bot's really designed for. Tango wants to know, what is the best brawler? Like, the best overall brawler. Man, that's a hard question to answer because there's a lot of robots that are good at it. And then you also got to take your play style into account as well. And we're also going to have a couple of robots getting nerfed. I mean, for me right now, I think Nether is a great brawler. Lynx is a great brawler. Fenrir is a great brawler. Invader. Ravena is an excellent brawler. Kefri is a pretty good brawler. Your turn says Typhon, but I don't consider Typhon a brawler. To me, he works best at long range. I consider Typhon to be like a mid-range support robot. If I put closer range weapons on the Typhon, mine gets taken out really easily. So it doesn't work well for me. Now, some people, they might have really great luck with that, but for me, it's not so good, I guess. I don't know. Yuri says it dies so quick. Yes, it does. I've ran into a couple of Typhons that you almost couldn't kill, and I'm not really sure how they were doing that. Some people are able to get some really crazy builds on certain robots, and I can't figure it out. I don't know if those are people who are hacking or what. Rodrigo says Predator likes to use Typhon with Havocs. That would be hard to play. Now, I remember a couple years ago you could actually brawl with a Typhon, but right now I don't think it works very well. For me, it's not working very well, at least. I mean, for some people, maybe it's doing really good, but it's not doing well for me one bit. At least not at the moment. But you know, if you play and it works for you, by all means, keep doing it. That's what I say. For some people, it's probably really amazing, but for me, it's not. So, everybody has different playing styles and everybody likes different things. But I've seen quite a few really good brawling Typhons, but I just can't brawl with mine anymore. It just dies so fast. Your turn says, what is a brawler? Basically a robot that's going to get right up in your face 2 inches away from you and try to beat you up at close range. Close range fighter is a brawler. Yuri says he made his Harpy a brawler. You can almost brawl with a Harpy, yes. It's not easy, but you can almost do it. Harpy's got enough durability to where it's almost brawlable. But not quite. Persanth wants to know, can you explain how amplifier gets triggered? Or which amplifier? You're talking about like the repair amplifiers, the nuclear amplifiers? I mean, most of them all kind of work the same way. But basically, this is the deal. As you take damage or deal damage, depending on the type of amplifier, they gain stacks. And as they gain stacks, that's when they start working. Once they hit the full amount of stacks, they're at the full potential. Now, the Titan amplifiers, you have to be receiving damage for them to work, right? All right, let's go back to the game really quickly. Let's check out the description on the repair amplifiers and the immune amplifiers, because those are the ones you're interested in, right? So let's check out the immune amps first. If you look at the description, it says for every 20,000 damage you receive, your robot gets a small bonus. So every time you take 20,000 damage, you gain 1 stack, right? Now, you can get up to 60 stacks, so 20,000 times 60, I'm not really sure how much damage that is, but after you take that amount of damage, you're going to have all 60 stacks. Now, if you look at the repair amplifier, when receiving damage, your robot gains a bonus regeneration, yada, yada, yada. So this one also has 60 stacks. So both of those, as you receive damage, you start to get stacks on the modules until you have a maximum amount of 60. Jonathan, what's up, buddy? He says, all robots can't swim. Probably not. Its user says, Harpy and Siren look like cool robots. Now, the Titan amplifiers, you have to be taking damage for them to work, which is interesting. Tango, what's my opinion on the Orochi? I think it's too squishy and dies too easy these days. Unfortunately, I think it dies way too easy. It's really fun, and there was a time where it was great, but if you're in Champion League, I think you're going to have a hard time playing the Orochi. Mech, have a great day, buddy. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I really appreciate that. Hope the rest of your day is amazing. Sonny, what level is the Kid Titan? Is the Kid Titan high level? I don't think an Ophium should be able to kill that fast. That makes me wonder what's going on with that, because that does not make sense that you would be able to take one out in one flight. Now, the Kid Titan is kind of on the squishy side for a Titan unless it has its abilities going, but I still don't think it should be able to do that in one flight. Now, the Ophion does deal extra damage to Titans, but I don't think it deals that much extra, honestly. So he deals 250% more damage to Titans. And I don't know if that's just the ability or the ability and the weapons. They don't really specify on that. I'm guessing that's only the robot's built-in weapons. My Ophion has never killed a Titan in one flight. I've never been able to kill a Titan in one flight with mine. Tango says, what's the fastest way to do the workshop? Well, do the one-day builds. It's cheaper and faster to do one day. And if you watch the advertisements to finish the builds faster, you can get through it quicker. That's really all there is to it. What do I think about Loki? I think Loki is very fun. Loki's a really fun robot. The only problem is, though, there's so much stealth out there right now, and the Ophium getting the anti-stealth pilots. I'm not sure Loki is a great robot to run right now because so many people are running the anti-stealth stuff. It's hard to keep that little guy alive because of those reasons, so that's not exactly an easy robot to do well with at the moment. So Rodrigo thinks repair amplifier is not a great fit for the Mars. I think it is, but that's just me. Hater, how's it going? What's my opinion on the curving bullet Harpy? That's a very good damage dealing setup if you learn to play it and build the Harpy correctly. It can do pretty darn good, actually. It's not one of the top builds right now, but it's kind of like one step below. Just remember, though, if you want those bullets to bend, you do have to be at least 200 meters away. So if you're like 150 meters away, those bullets have so much spread that they're not going to do as much damage. So you want to try and keep your distance so you can always bend your bullets. So it's a lot harder to play those weapons after they nerfed them, but they're still very good for the most part. They still do a nice amount of damage. Have we seen Manny's new video? No. Monica, how's it going? He says he may be back on War Robots. Interesting. He seemed pretty fed up with War Robots, so I'm kind of surprised, actually. I kind of thought he was done forever, but at the same time, I'm not surprised. Thing is, he was kind of saying my new channel or my new game is not getting very many views, but War Robots was, so So I wouldn't be surprised if he did come back because I don't think he was getting as many views on the other game. I would assume if he starts making War Robots content, he'll start getting views again, so I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back just to get the views. But he does seem pretty fed up with the game overall, so if he does come back, I don't think it's because he's enjoying the game, it's just because his channel is getting more views for War Robots, right? Now, don't quote me on that, I'm just speculating. I haven't talked to him much recently, but all he was saying was he didn't care that he was getting lower views because he's done with the game. So I don't know. I mean, that would be cool if he did come back, but Rodrigo says, I don't like repair on Mars because the shield damage doesn't stack the amplifier. I prefer running 2 nuclear amplifiers in a last stand. Yeah, but you know, the thing with the repair amplifier, though, is if you can get it stacked up, I mean, you're constantly repairing. That's pretty good. I don't know. I like to run... I kind of like to run one of each amplifier nowadays. I like to run 1 repair, 1 immune, and 1 nuke. I think that works best on the majority of the robots. Now, there may be some where I don't run that, but I think that's a good setup on almost anything. Jonathan says, best mothership for support. You're asking which one is the best support? I would say anything that you can load two gravity amplifiers on to slow down the people would be the best support one. I feel like, yeah, I think there's a couple ones that will load 2 gravity amplifiers. That's probably going to be the biggest help to your teammate is gravity amplifying people, I would think. Now, there are some that will heal teammates, but if those teammates aren't around you when that thing lands, it's not going to heal them very well, so... Jonathan says, Pixonic dreams to have pay-to-win players. They got a lot of people that spend a lot of money on this game. But I think they are trying to make it into a game where you do have to at least spend something to play it. Its user says, feels weird to use the Dreadnought on the Dreadnought map. Nightcrawler, have a great day, buddy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oliver, unfortunately, the stream is actually almost over. We only got a couple minutes left, but it's still awesome to see you. Yeah, it's been a while since we've gotten a new map, hasn't it? Now, I've talked to a lot of game developers, and they all say sometimes maps can take between 1 and 5 years to create because the maps are huge. There's all the graphics rendering they have to do for all the textures. So I guess maps take a really, really, really long time. Ah, Mr. Steeps, you changed your name, buddy. All right, gotcha. I'm going to try to remember that's you. I've been doing all right, man. What's my honest opinion on the state of the game? I don't know what to think about the state of the game. I don't know what to think or say about it. It's becoming more pay to play. They're trying to force people to pay more money to play this game right now. I mean, I understand from a business aspect, they want to make more money. But you also, I feel that a company also needs to work on finding the right balance between player satisfaction and making profit. I feel maybe they're a little bit too worried about making profit compared to making player satisfaction right now. So I'm hoping that they realize that and kind of change what they're doing. I think they need to throw the players a little bit more of a bone every once in a while. Now, there are some things they do, like one thing cool though is if you can spend a little bit of money, you can get some really good stuff out of the daily deals cheap. I like that. That's the one thing I think that's nice. But I don't feel like I don't like the fact that the new currency came out and it feels like it's almost a completely paid currency, right? I think a lot of the stuff we should be able to earn while playing the game. And you can get a little bit of the new stuff, but it's definitely hard. Its user says Armored Core is so detailed and free to play, but it's not free to play. You have to buy it to play it, so it's not free to play. It's a paid game. Now, once you buy it, you're not going to have to spend a bunch of money unless you want to buy like, eventually they might do some like add-on packs with new maps and new this and new that eventually. So, Yuri, have a great day. But in a way, it's a one-time or two-time or three-time payment buying one of those games, right? You buy the game, and if they come out with an expansion pack later, you can choose to buy that or not to buy that. So that's one of the things about console games or PC games is you often don't have to spend as much money to play them because they don't have a bunch of little constant microtransactions and whatnot. But every year or two or so, they ditch the game and come out with a new version. Then you have to buy that. So that's how they're always making the money, is they come out with a new version of the game once a year or every other year or every year and a half or something like that. But let's just say they come out with a new game once a year. Right? Once a year they come out with a new game. You spend your $60 on it. Maybe 6 months later you spend another $60 on an expansion pack. Well, you just spent like $120 to buy that game and play it for the year, right? Tango, thanks buddy. Says he loves the videos. So that's not that much money for a game that you really enjoy. Now, in a game like this, you could easily spend a couple $1,000s a year if you let them do it. Or you could spend $10 a month or $50 a month on a game like this pretty easily. Or you could sit there and spend not a dime and just play what you have on a game like this. I mean, this game can be 100% free to play. I mean, of course, once you get up into the higher leagues, you're going to be at a disadvantage trying to play for free. But if you spend long enough and have enough patience, you should be able to do okay as a free-to-play player on this game. But the players who spend money do have a bit of an advantage. All right, so Tango, I don't really know how long it's going to take to get into Champion League if you don't pay, because they've changed the way the league system works a couple of times. Now, back when I was in the lower leagues, it was taking most people 1 to 2 years to move up to champion. And they made some changes that lets people move up faster. And I think they've tweaked that system a couple of times. So I don't really know how long it's going to take a new player to get up into Champion League at the moment. I think it's going to depend on a lot of factors, like what level your stuff is, how many games you win, how many games you lose, because if you're playing with a squad of really good players, let's just say you've joined a clan and the players are really good and you guys win a lot of games, that squad's going to move up in the Champion League pretty fast. If you're playing solo and, you know, you win a lot, but you lose a lot, it's going to take a lot longer to move up. So there's too many variables to really know how long it's going to take you to move up. So what robots you have, what weapons you have, the levels, your skill level, the players that you're playing with. I mean, all that stuff is going to play a factor into all that. Drake, thanks, buddy. Glad you're liking the videos. Monica does not like Armored Core. Neither do I. I've actually downloaded the game probably last year or maybe early this year sometime that was a lot like Armored Core, and I absolutely hated it. Games like that don't really interest me. I mean, I don't know what it is about War Robots, but for some reason I really enjoy playing this game. Your Turn says the pass is a waste of money. Are you talking about the operations pass? I don't necessarily know if they're a waste of money because, I mean, on some of them you can get some pretty nice stuff for a little bit of money. So if you can complete the operations pass and there's enough stuff in it that you're interested in, it might be worth it. But that's going to be personal preference, whether or not that's worth it to you. What is Astracraft? Jonathan, I've never heard of that. Is it StarCraft or Astracraft? Blake Lee, what's up, my man? How are you doing today? But no, I don't like Armored Core either. I have a hard time finding games that I actually like. You know, Roblox looks pretty fun. I've never played Roblox. I don't know what it is or if I would like it. Most people tell me it's a game for kids, but I don't really know for sure. Alright, so I was on a rant there. Sorry if I missed anybody's questions there. Hater said he never spent any money. He says he thinks he can still play for free. He hasn't spent any money. He's in Champion League. He's got 2 Ophians and Sonic Minos. Yeah, I mean, I think you can do pretty good. I don't know how long you've been playing, but... Mr. Steep says, I hope they find the balance soon. I do too, my friend. But yeah, I really don't know what it would be like to start the game as a brand new player right now because I've been playing so long and I have so much stuff. I don't know. Oliver, yeah, I don't plan on quitting the channel. I mean, as long as the channel is getting enough views and the channel is pulling in a decent, you know, a couple $100 a month or a few $100 a month like it is now, you know, I rely on the income from my YouTube. So if people stop watching or the channel stops making money, then I might try to change into something different. But as long as you guys keep watching my videos, you know, if I put out a video and it continues to get 1,000 plus views per video after a couple of days, I'll probably keep doing this game. Now, I do want to start doing something like maybe once a week live streaming a different game here and there, but I still like this game enough to focus on War Robots content mainly. So I don't plan on leaving or anything. It's user wants Manny to review horror games. You know what? I should do a horror game one of these days on this channel. I do have a game called Sons of the Forest. I haven't played it in a while, and I'll tell you what, you run through these caves and there's all these horrible creatures, and sometimes they scare the crap out of you. If you have the game audio on, oh my god. Last time I played it, I decided to put on the scuba diving tank and I went out into the ocean. And a shark flew at me at 1,000,000 miles per hour. It came out of nowhere. I just saw it coming right at me at high speed and I screamed like a girl. I was like, ah! I don't know if I really screamed like a girl, but I yelled. It scared the crap out of me. And I always thought, you know, these people are faking this stuff. These guys playing the horror games that are getting like all crazy and they're yelling and stuff. No, those jump scares actually get you. But when something, you know, you're in some like dark place or you don't see anything and all of a sudden this monster pops out of nowhere, that actually does scare you. So I think some of those guys that do those horror games, some of them are probably like overacting a little bit. I'm pretty sure some of them are overacting, but a lot of those people yelling and getting scared on those games is probably real, to tell you the truth. I mean, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure some of that's real. It's kind of fun. Those games are a lot of fun, honestly. There's a lot of fun there, but I've never played like a full-blown horror game before. So I don't really know how I would react to like a full-blown horror game. But Sons of the Forest is pretty fun. And yeah, sometimes you do get jump scared on that. It's really fun. I like it. But it's hard to find time to play all these games. That's the thing is, when you have a YouTube channel that's specifically for certain, like a couple of games or whatever, it's hard to find the time to play them all. Hold on. Let me learn to speak properly really fast. 1 second. You guys know what I'm saying, though. Now the Windows drivers are acting up. I'm sorry, guys. I hear the popping and clicking on my YouTube videos. Unfortunately, the drivers are trying to access my microphone for some reason, and there's popping and clicking. I've been trying to figure out what's causing that for a long time and how to fix it, and unfortunately, it's freaking Windows messing up your computer that causes it. Horror games like Zombies or Ghosts. Never really played those type of games before, actually. Escaped the what, Tango? Escaped a Yawaki? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Or I can't even read that, sir. It usually says, anybody know Five Nights at Freddy's? I've seen a lot of YouTubers playing that game, but I've never actually played it. Herder just got promoted and was in Diamond League. Congrats on the promotion. Jonathan, what do you mean by all characters are muted? Your turn says Sons of the Forest is scary. Guys, I built the world's biggest fort on Sons of the Forest. I was trying to build the world's biggest base on it. I had another YouTube channel I was trying to do called Danny Lightning Gaming, but I quickly realized don't have time to do this channel. And I was building a massive base on Sons of the Forest. I was trying to build like 2 giant towers and a whole warehouse, and once a week I was streaming like a build video where I would just get on and build stuff. But I was just saying, I don't have time to do this channel. It was fun though. Your turn. Yeah, the first game was called The Forest, and Sons of the Forest is part 2. Actually, I was going to log on to it really fast to show you guys my crazy build on there, but the game is uploading. Let me try. I mean, we're going to be ending the stream here in a few minutes, but I'm going to get on the Sons of the Forest really fast and just show you guys my crazy base I was building before we end this thing, but We're almost at 2.5 hours. I got to get off here. I still got to work on making... I still got to answer a whole bunch of comments and make another video. Or at least record part of a video for tomorrow on my CSR2 channel. And I still want to try and get a little more game footage for tomorrow's video on this game as well. So... I don't know if this thing's ever going to load in. This thing is downloading very slowly. But then when you're streaming, I think it takes up a lot of like your bandwidth and stuff from your computer. So that's probably why it's downloading slow. But I need to see if I can find some sort of way to remove or disable the regular Windows audio drivers so they're not trying to access my microphone, because I get really tired of all the clicking and popping sounds I'm getting from it. I mean, I actually went in and I went to every single app or program on my computer and I made so it's not allowed to run in the background. I was hoping that would fix it, but unfortunately it didn't. Tango, have a great day, buddy. Your turn, says Roblox is scary. I don't know, man. I don't think it's supposed to be, is it? Phantasmophobia? I think I might have seen that game, actually. Is that the one where you're actually like hunting ghosts in an old house? That almost looks like a fun game, possibly. Simroy, what's up, buddy? Unfortunately, you're coming towards the end of the stream. I mean, I should have ended already, but... I don't think this thing is going to download here. I was going to try to show you guys this thing, but there's still like 20 gigabytes is downloading. So yeah, I don't think this is going to get done anytime soon. Especially since I'm streaming and it's downloading really slow. Yeah, it's going to take forever. The Eye is also scary. What's The Eye? Is that a game? I never heard of that one. Oh, you know what I watched yesterday? Yesterday, I finally sat down and watched the whole movie for the first time in several years. I watched Godzilla vs. King Kong or whatever. That was pretty freaking good. That was really good. Alright, it's users listing off some games. The Baby in Yellow. Granny 1 through 3. Ice Cream? Ice Cream is a horror game? Little Nightmares. Poppy Playtime. I've seen Poppy Playtime. That almost looks fun. Garten of Ban. And Doors Roblox. I don't know what those things are. Yeah, Simroy, King Kong versus Godzilla was pretty cool. I also, actually, you know what? I watched 2 movies last night. The other one was called The Seventh Son, and I thought the ending really sucked. It was a pretty interesting movie, but it was, I don't know, it just kind of like, I don't know, I think they could have made a more interesting ending to it, honestly. It was okay, though. I liked most of it, but when I got to the ending, I was like, ah, it could have been a better, more like action-packed. I mean, the ending was action-packed, but it almost seemed like the ending was just too short and too easy. It wasn't a long enough, like, ending battle scene for me. It happened too fast. It was just like, oh, here's the battle. Bam. Okay, the battle's over. That's it. Goodbye. Little Miss Sunshine. Grady White, what's up, buddy? What's Little Miss Sunshine? I know I've seen that. God. Grady, you're coming right at the end, my friend. I gotta pee really bad, and this thing's, yeah. I'm not gonna be able to show you this thing. It's still downloading. It's gonna take forever, but... The King of Monsters and the One versus King Long was my favorite. Your Turn likes Barbies, huh? Never seen it. I don't think I've ever seen the Barbie movie. Hey, Kron, what's up, buddy? Traditionalist Falcon? Yeah, bud, that gives him a nice shield. They're actually buffing it. So if you were to take one of those Falcons and put two of those weapons on his back, you got a constant strong shield to help protect you. Mr. Steeps, have a great day, buddy. Thank you. What happened to my music? I don't hear the music anymore. Do you guys hear the music? Let me change songs. The music died. Oh, it's because I went to the ending screen. There's no music set up to play on the ending screen. Yeah, I was intending to end the stream 20 minutes ago, so now I'm actually behind today. I need to go for a walk, and I'm going to answer comments while I go for a walk. Then I need to eat something. Then I need to start working on videos for today, and then make some time to play Warbots with my clan later tonight. So, plus I need to do a few other things. So, all right, everybody, I got to get going. Thank you for coming out to my crazy stream. It was a lot of fun. You guys are awesome. But I got to get this thing finished. I got to finish up all my junk for the day. So, I got to run. I appreciate each and every one of you guys a lot. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you to the channel members. You guys are amazing. Grady, I'll probably see you guys later tonight. Grady's in my clan. Mondays, I'm taking the day off from Warbots. So Tuesdays, I'm going to be really focusing on doing a couple things for the other channels. So hopefully I'll find some time for later. But Monday and Tuesdays, you guys may not see me over at RH. So the rest of the week, I'm still going to try to make it there. But anyways, y'all have an awesome day. Thank you so much. Later, guys. See ya. Bye. Hasta la vista. Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. Get to the beacon now.